Hello everybody, I am Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, and welcome to my Flosstube channel, where the whips are real and the plans are fake. Today is Saturday, April the 1st, 2023. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. And this is Flosstube number 36. If you've never been here before, this is a channel where I talk about my cross stitch. I do all different types of projects, so I'm pretty sure I have something for just about everybody here. Pretty sure. I do a lot of different types of projects, big ones, small ones, full coverages, sampler-esque type pieces. Yeah, so I do a lot of different types of projects. So I'm pretty sure I have something for just about everybody here. If you watch this and you like what you see, and you're not already subscribed, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, I would like to welcome you back. Thank you so much for watching and following along in my journey. If you are just now stumbling onto this channel, what I do is I show you the projects I've worked on for the past 2 weeks, and I'm doing my basket of goals. I pick goals out of a basket, and then you get to watch me dig through my pile of whips to get to them. So I have a lot of whips. I have like 139 total. So let's talk about, I'm going to show you my whips first, then I'm going to show you my board, and then I'm going to go over some numbers, and then we're going to pick new stuff. How about that? Okay? All right. I had 22 projects for the past 2 weeks. I had 22 projects that I could pick from to work on for the past 2 weeks. I met some of my goals. I did not meet all of my goals, of course, but you know, that's okay. They're gonna go back in the basket to be picked again. I have already pulled the ones that I did not complete. I went ahead and put them back in the basket, so when I'm ready to start pulling, they're already in there. The first thing that I'm going to show you is a Dimensions Gold collection. This is Magnificent Wizard, and I'm just using whatever came in the kit to work on it. This is being stitched on a 18 count Black Ada. My goal for this was to get 1,000 stitches on it, and I was going to work on the neck going up into the head. Now, I did 400 stitches on the first night. The second night, I started working on it, and I got about 100 stitches in, and I realized I messed up somewhere. So I was messaging Alara, sent her pics, and we figured out where my boo-boo was, and I had to pull out basically everything I had worked on that night, which is a little over 100 stitches. So I got mad, put it back in the bag, and put it in the corner. So, but I've done 400 stitches so far. This is a mix of 400 mix of full cross and tent stitch. And so I have about 600 more stitches to go on it. I was hoping to finish this one, but like I said, I messed up the head. I had to pull a lot of those stitches out. I got really pissed off and I put it away. So there's that one. So 600 left on that one to finish this goal. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is Patchwork Quilt Room. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Ciro Marchetti. I don't know how to say his name. I know I'm butchering it, but it just sounds like it should be Ciro, but I think it's Chiro. I don't know. I'm probably still gonna say Ciro. Patchwork Quilt Room. And this is 700 by 490, and it's max color, so it's 238 colors. And my goal for this was, there it is, was to get it to 2%. And I am at 1.68% total. I've done 1,100 stitches on it since my last video. I'm doing this on a 20 count, easy count Ada, 2/1 full cross. So this was where I started. I kind of filled some of this in. I got this little line here done, and then I started working down here. So that's where I'm at with that one. I got tired of working on that up there, so I came down here and started working. So I think I have about 1,100 more stitches to get to the 2%, because I had mathed that I needed 2201 and I did 1,100. So there's that one. Okay, you're gonna hear zippers because if I don't zip this stuff up, it's gonna fall out. What are you gonna do? All right, the next thing I'm gonna show you is from, this is one of my year-long focus pieces. This is California Dreaming. Artwork is by Jeff Haney, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. It's regular size, max color. So this is 700 by 501 and it has 240 colors. I really, really like this piece a lot. I just absolutely adore it. It's just so fun. It's a lot, that's what it is. It's a lot of fun. So, my goal for this for the year is to get it to 25%. And I think I had calculated that that was going to be a total of 40,500 since my last video. Okay, so real quick. I have seven year-long focus pieces that I had various goals set for. So my goal for this, instead of doing every month, I decided to just add it all up, and that's the amount of stitches I need to get for the rest of the year. So for California Dreaming, I wanted 25%. So I calculated how much the 25% would be, subtracted what I had already done, and so I need 40,590 stitches, and I have done, and I'm doing this on a 25 count, easy count Lugana 2/1 tent. So I have done 3,000 stitches on this since the last time you saw it. That's where I'm at with it so far. I'll take it out of the Q-snap, halfway out of the Q-snap in a minute to show you the rest of it. But I did a crap ton all right here. So this is the bottom of the pattern right here. But I've just been filling a lot of this part in right here. Yeah. I don't do the pre-progress photos because I hate editing videos. Sorry. I kind of wish I did though, because I did a lot. I did so much. But let me go ahead and take this halfway out of the Q-snap so I can show you where I'm at with it. Total. I'm at 14.29%. I have done a total of 50,120 stitches out of 350,700. So I started in the upper left-hand corner, and then I would just kind of like move through various pieces. I wanted to get down to the bottom, so that's what I did. Look at that parrot. Doesn't that parrot look cool? There's some bikini bottoms there, shorts, there's a surfboard coming in. This over here, this is the start of the little tuna can trailer. And then tiki torch there, that's an inner tube down at the bottom. That pink, the pink that's right here is a flamingo, one of the flamingo little statue things. Let me pull this back up again. So I'm working in, so the colors are a little bit more like, the inner tube is pinker than what the mock-up is, what this is showing. And the flamingo is a little darker than what it's showing on here, but it'll be fine. But yeah, that's the area that I've been working in right over here. So, ta-da! So 14.89% done. My goal for the year is to get it to 25%. Okay. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you is Trucks and Goldens, and this is from the Cross Stitch Studio. This is, I have the snippet of a larger piece. Artwork is by Gregory Giordano. It's 175 by 175 with 88 colors. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And my goal for this, it was to get it to 10% by the end of the year. So I had calculated that I needed 2,526 stitches, and I've done 600 since the last time you saw it. I'm doing this on a 14 count ivory Aida. What's happening here? What's stuck in the zipper? Hang on. There we go. I have to trim that off before I get started on this again. Maybe. How's the end of that? A little bit. Not bad. Okay, anyway, I'm doing this on a 14 count ivory Aida. I am parking, so I'm going block by block, parking. This is the piece that I use to do a parking tutorial, which I've gotten fabulous feedback on it. Even if you don't have no interest in parking, it might be kind of neat to watch it just so you can see the idea, because a lot of comments for people who don't park are, oh my God, how do you keep track of the threads? Where do you know, what's going on? I don't understand. And so I started my tutorial from the very beginning. Stitch number 1, I put in during the video so that you could see how you're finding out where you're parking the thread and how you track it and all that stuff. And so I knew I did a good job on it. When I posted, I was like, yeah, I feel this is like, you know, explains it very well. And then I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it. So I will try to link that down below so that you can see it. But that's where I'm at with it so far. My goal is to get it to 10%, and I needed 2,526 stitches. I've done 600. So I need about 1,900 stitches. And this here, I think that's the start of, yeah, that's the start of a puppy dog head. Yay! Oh, that's exciting. Well, maybe I'll finish this little row here and then I'll move down so I can get to it. Okay. I think. Yeah, all right. So there's that. So far I have not shown you any of the goals that I've completed, so they're all gonna be going back in the basket. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna show you, I'm very excited about this, and I will be talking about this for a few minutes. This is my Magic Potion Temperature Cross Stitch. Magic Potion Temperature Cell from Teeny Weeny. I don't know if it's Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch or Teeny Weeny X Stitch. I like saying X Stitch because it makes it sound like I can say it faster. Teeny Weeny X Stitch on Etsy. This is a version of it. This is a temperature cell, so of course there are going to be different colors based on the temperatures of your region. What I like about this is that they give you a range, but every potion bottle in this cell is 2 to 4 colors instead of 1. And so each bottle is anywhere from 2 to 4 colors. And so it gives you, let me just give you this example here. So this is number 4 on the pattern. This is number 4. This is number 1. And what they did was when they did the thing, they assigned each of those numbers like a grayscale number. So it's a shade of gray. So it's compatible with Pattern Keeper, which I am super stoked about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the mock-up of it looks like so you see what I mean, because I love the fact that it is compatible with Pattern Keeper. I absolutely love this. So let me just scroll up and kind of show you the top part of it. But you see what I mean? Like all the bottles are in a grayscale so that it's compatible with Pattern Keeper, which is freaking fabulous. I think that is just a brilliant idea. And then you just change the number based on the temperature. So like on, you know, if your temperature for January 1st is 75, then you're going to go to where your 70s is, right? 70s are. And for that bottle, whatever the number 4 is, will be 986, 3, 2, 1. The next bottle over, if your temperature for the day was in the 50s, you're going to come down here, because this is my range. I assigned those numbers to these colors. I'll come down here, and this will be number 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm doing this on a 32 count linen, opalescent linen from Be Stitch Me, and the color is It's a Mystery. I have done a total of 500 stitches on it since the last time you saw it. I am at 2.88%. My goal for this is to have this done at the end of the year. So I was working on, in December, I started the January shelf. So this is January, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first week of January right there. That's something in my throat. So, what I'm doing for my temperatures, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I've never like really done a temperature sal before, even though I love seeing other people's. I live in Florida. I live in Central Florida. It is hot almost all year long. I mean, it's hot right now. But the thing is that we do actually get some cold weather. Not cold like up north by any means. Like, it don't snow. It's snowed like maybe once in the past since I've been alive in this area. But it does get cold. Like, we do get hard freezes. Like, they'll tell us, hard freeze temperatures are going to be like in the teens and 20s overnight. But the problem is that most of the time it's overnight, So even though, yeah, it gets really, really cold, it only usually will last for maybe until about mid-morning, early afternoon. And then once the sun gets overhead, it starts warming up. Now, granted, on those days where it's like freezing cold, it might only warm up to the 30s or 40s. But it still is not like super, it doesn't really, I feel, show inaccurate, because you still have a high of a very high temperature. So it doesn't really, like a lot of people do their temperature sal by doing the high of the day, and they still will get a very good range going throughout the year. Well, here's my problem. Let me just give you an example of February. Now, February overall was very mild in temperature. Like, it was pretty, yeah. February was, I would say, compared to a lot of other times of the year, was pretty chilly. However, the average high was in the 80s. I went through and I wrote down all the temperatures, and then I did the average. But look, I mean, a lot of these temperatures are in the 80s, and it was not in the 80s in February. It was maybe the 70s. It was probably more of an average. But if I do the high, it's going to show it's been in the 80s like the entire time. And that's not fun. It makes it boring when the temperature is the same all year round. So, but then you look at something like January, and on January 1st, we had a high of 79 and a low of 36. Like, what? Like, what? And there was another day where we had, where was it? I thought there was another day where we had, like, here it is. We had, on January 17th, we had a high of 72 and a low of 37. And those days where it was like the lows, it was pretty chilly for most of the day. So, what I decided to do was, all throughout the year, I'm going to apply this all throughout the year. If the temperature's high, because like in March on the 25th, we had a high of 90 and a low of 69. And I remember that day was like blazing hot. So what I decided to do was, if the temperatures, if that day's high was above 90 and I'm going to do the high of the day. If it's below 40, I'm going to do the low of the day, or in the 40s or below. So if it's 90s or above, I'm going to do the high for that day. If it's the 40s or below, I'm going to do the low of the day. Otherwise, I will go ahead and do the average temperature. So that's what this is. So January 1st had a low of 37, so I did the one that was 40s and below. Mr. Whiskers. I did the one that was 40s and below, and then these are all averages right here. So this was the 70s, and then the green is the 70s, the blue is the 60s, the purple is the 50s, and then I think this next one is going to end up being back up in the 60s again. So, yeah. So this has a total of 27,786 stitches, and I'm at 2.88% done. Fun times. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of averages, and then I'm going to get some oranges on that one day in March that was in the 90s. So there's that. Okay. Oh, so the next thing I'm going to show you, is my shirt. My mom bought this shirt for me. I just looked at it. I was like, oh, I never showed my shirt. This says procrastinate. I think I got to stand up for this. Sorry. Okay. Pay no attention to my pajama pants. Procrastinate. Verb, to cross stitch when you should be doing housework. My mom bought it for me. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is a really, really old kit from Designs for the Needle. This is one of Leslie Ann Ivory's cat pieces. This is Muppet on Indian Carpet is what it's called. I don't really care for the name. I feel like it's just, that just doesn't sound like it should be called that. But anyway, I'm just doing whatever came in the kit. This is like copyright 1997, so I bought this in high school. My goal for this was to get 500 stitches on it, and I was going to work down here somewhere so I could tell what was what, because I started in the middle, which was the stomach of the kitty, and I couldn't tell really what was what. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do 500 stitches, working mostly on the rug, so I can tell which way is up when I pull this out again. That's what I did. So I got 500 stitches on that, so that goal is done. Yay! There's that. I don't know if I told you, I have 13 pieces I'm going to be showing you. Yeah, I worked on 13 different pieces this week. So this goal is done, so it's going to go in my finished pile. Not finished like the piece is finished, finished as in the goals are done. All right, next thing I'm going to show you. I think these next few pieces, the goals are done. The next thing I'm going to show you is from Cross Stitch for Everyone. This is Happy New Year. And my goal for this, that's what it's going to look like when it's done. My goal for this was to get it to 1%. I am doing that dark background. I'm doing this 1/1 full cross on a, I think this might be a 28 count, easy count loop on it. 1/1 full cross. So look at all that detail. I mean, gosh. So I was looking at the pattern because I am going to do the background, like I said, obviously. I feel like she put it there for a reason. So I feel like I should do it. But it's a lot of $9.39. It's not black, it's $9.39. It's 51,200. 51,000, actually it was probably, actually I think it was 52,000 stitches. So I've done 800 stitches so far total. I've done 500 since the last time you saw it, or 600. I've done 600 since the last time you saw it. I'm at 1% even. No, I'm actually a little bit over that. Oh, because I wanted to finish the block. That's what it was. I wanted to finish the block and make it a nice round number for me. And so I am at 1.06%. And I was looking to see when I would actually get to some other colors and finishing this block. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, I think, right? Hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this point here, if I keep working across, that's when I will start seeing something other than 939. So I got a lot of that to go before I get to something more interesting. But I'm at 1.06%. That goal's done, so it's going to go away. All right. Next thing I'm going to show you, so I'm sitting on my pillow. Let me try this. I'm sitting on my pillow to kind of like support my back a little bit, and it keeps sliding out from under my bum. So I keep sinking down and back. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is Lighthouse Merriment. This is from Charting Creations. Artwork is by Nikki Bohm, I believe. Yes. This is for, I forgot to tell you the dimensions of Happy New Year. I don't remember. Anyway, this is 425 by 352. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. It's got a lot of my favorite things. The ocean, lighthouses, Christmas, no palm trees. I hate palm trees. I hate them so much. But they're in a lot of the pieces that I work on because I like the beach scenes. Okay, so my goal for this was to get it to 1.5%, and I met that goal. I've done about I didn't need a whole lot to get to finish it off. I needed 250 stitches on it, which is what I did. So I'm at 1.5% exactly. I've done a total of 2,250 out of 149,600. So that is where I'm at with that so far. That goal's done. That's gonna go away. I'm doing this 1/1 full cross on a 32 count easy count Lugana, by the way. A lot of my newer full coverages are on 28 or 32 count easy count Lugana, 1/1 full cross. My older ones are 25 count 2/1 tent. So, all right. Next thing I'm going to show you is Joy. This is from Stitch Rovia. That piece right there. My goal for the year is to finish this. I did not finish it. Don't get excited. I did 400 stitches on it. Now, I'll show you close up first. So what I did was I started I wanted to get this confetti filled in because it was like hard to tell what was what. These two fireworks are done. These two right here. And I think I got to finish off this one here because I feel like that's not right. Now, so it looks weird like that. It's like, God, that's weird having the oranges with the pinks and the purples and stuff, right? But then back away. Now it looks better. So. And it's like, it's showing right for you, like Joy. But it's backwards when I'm looking at it right now, so it looks like it says, yo! Yo, finish me already. All right. So that's going to go back in the basket. Whoopsies. Ah. All right. There's that. Let's save that one for last because I'm excited about that one. Let's save that for last. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is Coffee Gnome. This is from Cute Embroidery. She has a website now. I got it on Etsy when she was with another shop. Then she got her own shop and then she closed it down on Etsy, but now she has a website. Coffee Gnome. My goal for this was to get 500 stitches on the coffee cup of the cross stitching. I still have back stitching on it to do. I'm doing this on a 14 count Ada, some brownish, grayish color that I just picked up at Joann's Kind of reminds me of like chocolate milk with not enough chocolate for the fabric. But I got the 500 stitches done on the coffee cup, and I did a little bit of, I just finished off that 500 with some of the braid for the cup, or for the braid. Gray for the braid. Good Lord. So that goal's done. And I am, oh no, it's not done. Well, I mean, I got the 500, but no, I just realized that's actually still the cup. I got to finish that to finish the cup off. But I got the 500 stitches in. That's what I wanted. So that's going to go away until next year. I'm hungry. Should have eaten, but I didn't. Oh well. All right, that goal's done. All right, next is Halloween letters. And this is from Primrose Cottage Stitches. Designed by Lindsay Waite. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm doing this on a 16 count Aida in the color Dirty, I believe. My goal for this is to get Witch's Brew and Eeks and Shrieks lines completed. And what I started with was I had that done, and I had the HES, and I had started the C, but then I realized I had made a mistake here. I had the H a little bit wrong, but I figured out a way that I could fix it if the white would cover one stitch. And then I had a couple of the stars here and the word and. That's what I started with. That's where I'm at. So that white did cover that stitch in the H right there. So I was able to just keep what I had in the C and finish off the word witches. And then I came down and I did the word eeks, and I added a couple stars here to finish off, like to make it an even number for my count games that I have to count in. And then I did the little spiders and the little doodads up here. This ghost is in a Petite Silk Lame glow in the dark. So the hope will be once I have it up on the wall, I'm going to do all the ghosts in the glow in the dark, and they will glow in the dark. So what I have left to do, I got to finish off those stars there, do the word brew and the word shrieks and that little border below shrieks. So I'm almost done with that goal. Back in the basket it goes. All right. Next thing I'm going to show you is from Design Works. This is Christmas ABC. Artwork is by Krista Hamrick. My goal for this was to get the ornament block done. And then I realized that there's beading all throughout this, but I use a Q-snap. So I'm not going to do the beads until the end, because I don't want them to get messed up and end up ripping fabric if they get pulled off, you know what I mean? So I got the block done except for the beads. I'm just doing whatever came for in the kit. There was a gold metallic that I was a little nervous about working with, but it really wasn't, it hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad. Yeah. So I'm looking at this here. I might go over a couple of these stitches again when I pull this back out next year, just because they look like they're a little bit thinner than the rest of the, see what I mean right here? So I think the next time I pull this out, I might go over those again when I do the border for this next, whatever block I end up working on. But other than that, I'm fine with it so far. So this block, except for the beads, is 100% done. And I did 900 stitches to get that done. Back stitching is done on that and everything. The beading will be done at the very, very end when I'm doing it in hand. So there we go. That goal is done. That will go away till next year. All right. The last whip I'm going to show you, I'm very excited about. This is Catching Rays from the Cross Stitch Studio. Artworks by Abraham Hunter. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is my million stitch project. It's my biggest project to date. It is 1,200 wide by 900 tall for a total stitch count of 1,080,000 stitches. It's a lot. So my goal for the year is to do 30,000 stitches on it. And I have done, since the last time you saw it, I've done 1,000. I got a page finish. Yeah. Started another page. Took 500 stitches to finish one page. I ended up doing, because it was like, I was so close to the end of the page at the end of the night that I just went ahead and finished the page. And instead of starting a new page, I just did like maybe 20 stitches up into a different one that I wasn't going to start yet. Anyway, I'm doing this on a 32 count, easy count Lugana, 1/1 full cross. So this is not the page I finished. I'm just showing you all the pages. This is the page I finished right here. Look how good that looks, huh? And I started this page here. So I'm doing these pages in a checkerboard, which I think is going to be a lot of fun once more pages get filled in or like get worked out. You know what I mean? So I needed, when I did my last video, I needed 25,400 stitches to finish my goal for the year for this. I've done another 1,000, so it's 24,000 stitches left, 400. But this is my page layout right here. So I've done this one, and this one, and I'm working on this page now. And I think I might go ahead and, like, once this one's done, I might go down to this one. I don't know yet. But yeah, it's 180 pages total because Betsy does her pages a bit larger so that they're kind of easier to read. Like, kind of, you know how some companies will offer a regular size and then like a large print pattern. Hers are just automatically large print, so she does have more pages. So I've completed 3 out of 180. In order to get that like checkerboard effect, it's going to be 90 pages. So I have 87 pages to go to get that, to really get that look going. It's a long time. But I've done a total, it's like, where am I? I've done a total of 19,772 stitches out of 1,080,000. I am at 1.83% complete. This is my true lifetime project. I feel like I will probably die and this will not be done yet. But yeah, that's a lot of stitches, 1,080,000. So 30,000 on that for the year is what I want. Okay, now let me show you my board real quick. I didn't want to spoil it by showing it to you at the beginning, but this is my board. This is how I keep track of what I'm working on. So at the end of every video, you know, I pull out those projects that, I pull projects out of my basket. So at the end of the video, like today, I'm going to not quite erase, let me see, 8 down, I will erase. I've already updated my spreadsheet to count what I've already done, but I will erase from 8 down, and I will update my totals. So I have my WIP, the total stitch count I need, and then when I work on it, I write down the amount I've done in red, and then if I finish the goal, I write it done in green. I'm trying to get that ring light reflection off of there, but what was I gonna say? Oh, so anyway, so I write down, so after today's video, once I pick my goals, what I'll do is I'll erase all this, and then I'm going to update what I will have done, or what I will have to pick from. Those numbers got erased from something, I don't know. But anyway, so this is my board, and this is how I track what I need to do over the next 2 weeks. So sometimes, like, sometimes I'll go ahead and look at what I think I can get done relatively quickly and go ahead and work on that. Like last 2 Saturdays ago, I ended up I pulled out a couple of these and just went ahead and finished them off. Yeah, so this is my board. This is how I track things. So there's that. So I will be updating that today. And let's go over some numbers. So I have numbers for January through March. I had to correct something because I forgot to count my UFO. Okay, so January to March so far this year. I started the year with 140 goals. And I UFO'd one project. I finished one project. So I have, in January, I completed 8 goals. In February, I completed 7 goals. And in March, I completed 5. Oh yeah, because 2 videos ago, I did not do any of them. I didn't finish any of my goals. That's right. I was like, what? Why 5? When I did 5 this time. So I've been, yeah. So I had a grand total of 20 goals that I've completed so far this year out of 140. I have in progress, which means that I've started the goal but I haven't completed it, I have 31. I am going into the next quarter of the year with 119, so 20 goals completed plus 1 UFO, so that doesn't count anymore. 119 goals that I need to finish by the end of the year in order to, not need to finish, but you know, that's like what I have set for myself. So what I decided was that for every goal that I finish, that I will have a new start for that goal. And so I will have 20 new starts for sure next year. I haven't started any so far this year because I feel like every time I pull this stuff out, every time I pull these whips out, it's like doing a new start because some of them I haven't worked on in a really long time. So I'm getting prepared for the most fun part of my videos. Yay, I'm excited. This is really my most favorite part. I'm trying to do this without bumping anything on the table so it doesn't bump you guys. Pulling out my benzo whips. Okay, now let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull out my basket. Let's go ahead and pull out like 15 because I feel like that's a good number. It gives me a wide variety of stuff to pick from, but it also keeps you guessing as to what I will or will not work on. So we'll pull out 15 whips. If you haven't watched me do this before, I've got all my whips here and here. If the goals are completed, I don't put them back in the bin. I kind of toss them aside. I put them in a separate bin. And when I pull my new goals out, I will pull them out from here because, as you see, I don't edit my videos to show you before and afters. So I will pull my whips out so you can see my starting point for them. And I will tell you what the goal is for it. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? All right. Hang on, we want to make sure this is nice and mixed up. Oh, and I have the goals. So I have little plastic containers, and I went through my active goals one already, and I, went through this one. This is where I'm going to put my goals at. And so I've already gone through it and pulled out the ones I pulled last video, and if they were done, I went ahead and put them in completed. If they were not done, I put them back in here already. All right. First one up is from this day forward. All right. So this is a really old piece. Is this it? Yeah. This is a really old piece. I will have to think about this one. I don't even know where it came from, to be honest. I bought it many, many years ago. And I was going to do it for my sister when she got married. Like one of my stepsisters when she got married. Oh, it's from Jan Lynn. But I never finished it, obviously. And she is now divorced and remarried to somebody else. So, I don't know. Is it bad luck to stitch on a wedding sampler type piece? Did I even show you the picture? That's what it's gonna, no, I didn't. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. It says from this day forward, and then it has the bride and groom's name on it. Is it bad luck to stitch on a piece when the couple got divorced? Because here's the thing. I feel like if I stitched this and completed it and gave it to another couple down the road, would that be bad karma because the spirits of the couple that it was originally intended for, they're no longer together? Does that give this thing bad juju? And will that kind of be a bad luck omen for the couple that this gets finished for? Does that make sense? I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to think about it. You guys give me your opinions down below. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you think it would be bad juju. I have zero intentions on giving this to anybody so far. So likelihood, it will be something that I would stitch and it would go into a bin for the rest of eternity. Or I could finish it with no names and just frame it. Maybe that, but then would that give me bad juju? I mean, I'm already divorced. Am I divorced because of this? No, no, that's not why. But would that give me bad juju for any future relationships? I don't know. I don't know how all that works. But I mean, as of right now, I'm just going to be stitching it and not putting names on it because, yeah, they're not together anymore. But my goal for this is to do 500 stitches on the groom. So working on his jacket here. Yeah, working on his jacket. So yeah, y'all let me know what you think. If you think that it would be bad luck to keep working on this one. Like, should I just not? And then even then, like, should I even just like give the pattern away? Like, is the pattern itself tainted with the bad marriage vibes? Yeah. Okay. I almost threw this in my completed pile over there. Okay. That was a lot of talk for that piece. Okay. Things are sticking to me. All right, next one. Sweet Bee. Oh, this will be nice and quick. Sweet Bee. This is from Stitch Rovia. I was going over my list today and I was like, man, I could have swore I had that thing done. And no, I don't. I have it almost done. Hang on, where is it? Here it is. So my goal for this, I already know what the goal is to do 1,000 stitches on the center of it. And last time I did it, I did 800. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's done. So my goal is to do 1,000 stitches on this middle area here. And I am doing this on a 28 count, I think a Jobelin in the color lamb's wool. And so this is my starting point. So the goal overall is 1,000 stitches. I've already done 800, so I only need 200 left. So I'm gonna be doing 200 stitches on this. This will be one of the ones that I probably pull out either this weekend or next weekend that I'll get done super quick. So I'm kind of reserving my weekends either for goals that I know I can get done quickly, or ones that need a lot of stitching and I can just sit down and just power through it. But this one, I only need 200 stitches on it to finish my goal. I can do that in like an hour. I can do that in an hour. So yeah, I've done 800. So I only need 200. So that will definitely get done for sure. You know, I kind of feel like some of this is going to end up being like, I got this, and then, you know, I'm not getting goals done, but I'm getting them really, really close. So then it's going to get to the point where some of these weeks I'm going to, down the road, I'm going to be pulling these goals out and it's like 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. You know what I mean? And then I'm just going to like bam, 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 bam. Okay. Ooh. In Her Garden is my next one. And that is a really old kit that I have, right? Isn't that one of my old ones? Yeah. This one is going to be interesting. Here it is. This is a Dimensions Gold collection. And I might try to work on this either this weekend or next weekend, because my goal for this is, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Let's do it this way. My goal for this is to do 1,000 stitches in her scarf. Shawl, not scarf, shawl. And I believe I had this the right way when, I think it's this way. I think it goes like that. I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on it. Right? Isn't that the way it goes? I'll have to double check. Yeah, okay. So 1,000 stitches on this. I am not looking forward to that back stitching. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. This is gonna be one of those ones I have heard till the end of time because of back stitching. All right, next. That's 3. We're gonna do 15, right? Yeah, 15. Okay. Yeah, all right, I'm excited about this one. Craft supplies and other lies. Yes, I already know my goal. My goal for this one is to finish it. Just gotta find it. Craft supplies and other lies. Where are you? Here you are. This is from Pantini. I started this last year. I am like a lot of the ways done with it. So, oh, let me show you what it looks like. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. I bought, because I just remembered, I bought, she has another piece that's about books, and it says, just one more chapter, another lies I tell myself, or something like that. But I bought stuff from Nashville, but it's in my bedroom. That's okay. I'm not starting any of it right now anyway, so I'll save that for later. But yeah, that's what it's gonna look like when it's done. It just calls for DMC. I'm doing this on a 16 count Aida, in the color Dirty, I think. So my goal is to finish this. And I feel like this will be a nice quick one. I think I can get this one done because I did this in one night. I very distinctly remember I did this on November the 10th, 2022. Why do I remember that? Because I had November the 11th off the next day for my sister's wedding. And so I was thinking I was gonna stay up super, super late and work on this as much as I could. And I just, bam, pounded out 1,000 stitches. And Yeah, that's how much I have left. So I'm really close. So my goal for this is to finish it. I'm excited about that one because it's really cute. Okay, next one. That's the one I grabbed. Let go. Okay. Ooh, Butterflies and Bees, Sal. This is from Just Cross Stitch magazine. I hope I have the issue I need in the bag with it. I'm honestly not sure. Oh, I think I might. I just gotta find it. What do I do with it? Hang on. One moment, please. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. So, Butterfly and Bees, Sal, from Just Cross Stitch magazine, yeah, of 2020. This is what the final piece is going to look like. And my goal is to get this thing done because I'm close. I am really, really close. That's my starting point. I have 3 blocks, like 2.5 blocks left. So my goal is to finish it. There's a specialty stitch in every block, by the way. That's why I kind of like it. I thought it was kind of neat. But yeah, my goal is to finish this thing. Last 3 are in this piece, right? Let me see, part 6. Oh no, I gotta find the issue before this because that block that I'm working on is in the previous issue. So I gotta find the other issue so I can get that block done. Crap. Okay, I'll have to do that. I mean, I know where my magazines are, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so there's that one. I'll worry about that if I actually work on it. Okay, next one. Artist Kitchen. This might be something I have to come back to. I might do what I need to do first and then work on it. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs. I cannot pronounce this man's name for nothing. Artwork is by Josik Yurka. I don't know how to say his name. Where is it? I love this pattern, but I flubbed it up. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. I messed up the window frame right here. I messed up the window frame last time I was working on it. So I have to frog the frame. Where is it? Artist Kitchen. Where are you? There it is. I want to get it to 1%. Here it is. So let me show you. I'm doing this on a 20 count Aida, 2/1 full cross, and my problem is it's not one of my gridded fabrics. It's just 20 count plain Aida. So I really messed up this frame. I gotta pull all this right here out. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'll either pull that out, and I can't even fudge it. Like, it's like, it should have been like down here or something. I don't know. But anyway, I got to pull that out. But what I'm debating on doing is if I'm going to just like maybe move and like work down here just to get to that 1% and save this for another time. I don't know. But yeah, so I want to get this to 1%, and I'm currently at 0.47%. I know once I pull the frame out, that's going to drop because I have to frog those stitches in Pattern Keeper. That's gonna suck. But I want to get this to 1% done, right? 1? Is that what it said? Yeah, 1%. All right, next. Next is Ho Ho Ho. And that is over here. This is from Cross Stitch for Everyone, off our Etsy shop. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I am doing this in Pattern Keeper too, actually, now that I think about it. Where is it? Right? Yeah. My goal for this is to get it to, let me see, what else I want to do. Ho, ho, ho. I want to finish it. I want to finish this. I think I still want to finish it because it's only 9,600 stitches. I am at 2.07% so far. And let me see where I'm at. I'm just doing this on some kind of opalescent fabric that I picked up at the craft store. Oh, you know what? You know how I can figure out where I'm at? Because I can just zoom out and see how it matches up. Okay, this is my starting point with it. I got 200 stitches in on it to make it count as a start. But that's my starting point. Isn't that pretty? My goal is to finish it. So yeah. It's a total of 9,659 stitches. So you know that's not going to be done in the next 2 weeks because I can't. If I worked on this and only this, I could definitely get it done, but that's, you know, that's not how I roll. I can't work on the same thing multiple days in a row. 2 at the most, maybe, okay, but I can't just work on one thing. I'm not like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna do 15, so we need 8 more. Nothing in my hand, nothing up my sleeve. There we go. Next is Easter calendar. I pulled this one out a few videos ago, but I never worked on it. It's right here. And my goal for this is to complete block 11 and then move over and do block 10. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. It's from Tiny Modernist. And I am doing this on, it's not the called for purple, but it is a purple modeled fabric. So this is where I'm at. So I have to do a couple stitches in the bird. I gotta do the beak and then the 2 little flower, the tulips. And I gotta do the white border and then I gotta get started on block number 10. I have no idea how many stitches it is because it's a paper pattern, but that's my starting point with that. And this is a 28 count even weave, some kind of purple, 2 over 2. Then I'm doing that. Okay. All right. Next is the falling stocking, the falling snow. So I have 2 stockings that I'm doing. One is the Enchanted Reindeer, the other is the Falling Snow. They're both for my boys. I think my older son, my 12-year-old, he wants the... Did he want the reindeer? I don't remember now. I think do I have them in the same bag under S for stocking? think of where it's at. Well, regardless, it's not going to be there because that's H. So it's not going to be an H. Oh, where is it? This is the part that some of you all just absolutely adore. I don't know why. Oh, where is that stupid stocking at? Which bag is it in? Let's see. So when I was trying to separate all of these, I didn't have, at the time, I did not have a bag. So there's reindeer stocking. I think I have it under Christmas tree stocking, I think. I did not have a bag for every single project. So some of my projects are in, like I have a couple in the same bag, you know what I mean? So sometimes I have my projects sorted by designer. I have some sorted, yep, it's under C for Christmas because I called it the Christmas tree stocking instead of the actual title. Oh, okay. So, so this is a stocking from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Alan Guiana, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I think my younger son will end up with this one. My goal for this is to get it to falling snow. Get it to 25%. I am currently at 19.41% complete. I'm doing this 25 count, easy count Lugana 2/1 tent. That's my starting point. So I need to get it to 25%. That's my goal for that. I started doing it extreme cross country, and then I was trying to like get a lot of stitches in for a challenge or something, so I focused more on one area, so then it just went to hell from there. All right, but 25% for that one. Okay, next is Birdhouse Gardens. I really need to get this piece done so I can just be done with it, because I think this is like the second or third time I've pulled it out. Birdhouse Gardens. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Ciro Marchetti. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I think I think his name is pronounced Ciro Marchetti. I don't know. I know I'm saying it wrong, but that's okay. Okay, Birdhouse Gardens. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. My goal for this, I do work on it every time I pull it out, but I think I just had like a crazy goal in mind or something. Birdhouse Gardens. I wanted to get it to 2%. So this one should be actually pretty close to being done, because it looked like the last time I worked on it, I did 1,100, and I think I mathed that I needed about 1,400 to get it finished. That's my starting point right there. And I am sitting at 1.88%. So yeah, I think I can get this one done. I'm doing that on a 28 count or 20 count, easy count Ada, 1/1, 2/1 full cross. I was like, what am I doing? All right, the next piece is going to be checking the list. And that is over here. This is from Charting Creations, I believe. Where are you? Here it is. Yeah, Charting Creations, and the artwork is by Marcelo Corti. This is my grayscale with the red Santa piece. Ah, boo. Okay, there we go. That one there. I freaking love it. I absolutely love this piece. My friend Lori did one that's similar style, but different actual piece. He has like 3 or 4 of them that are like this, and she's done one. I'm doing a different one. I want to do all of them. They look so cool with grayscale background, and then he's like, bam, red. But yeah, where is he? Checking the list. I want to get this to 3%. So this will be coming out a few more times throughout the year because I've only done, well, maybe, hold on, get it to 3%, which was 1620. It was about 1,600 stitches. Oh, and I did 1,000 the last time. So, oh, I'm at 2.47%, and I want to get it to 3. So yeah, I think this one might be a finish goal. You can see the top, the snowman's hat and the top of his head coming in right here. Yeah. Doesn't that look so cool? It does. I don't care if you don't think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. And if you don't think it looks cool, then you're a weirdo. Just kidding, you're not a weirdo. Well, you might be, but not for that. That's not everybody's cup of tea, I know that. I really like it though. I think it looks awesome. Okay, where am I at? Hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I need 4 more. You see me counting? Okay. All right. Next one is Sunny Waves. Sunny Waves. I know you can't really read it, but I'm going to show you anyway. This is by Peppermint Purple. It's a blackwork pattern. I want to do all of them. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Sorry, I was like looking at my bag. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And make sure I have this right side up. Yep. This is my starting point with it. And my goal for this is, so anyways, 1,000 stitches, really? Damn. 1,000 stitches on this one. How many have I done so far? 200. Holy cow. 1,000 stitches on this. So to finish off this section here, I even put sections. Sunny Waves. 1,000 stitches on current section and small one above it. Oh. So finish this section here and the small one above it. So there's that. BTW, this bag was made for me by my mother. I'll show you in a minute. I just want to get this back in here. This bag was made for me by my mom. She said there's some tweaking she has to do for the next one, but it's really cute because you open it up like this. It's got little pockets for your threads. Oh, this actually zips up too. I should probably do that. There we go. And then it's got like a pocket here for my pattern, and then a zipper pocket to put like scissors and my fabric and stuff in. It's super, super cute, and I really, really love it. Thank you, Mom. All right, no, she does not sell her bags. Next, I need 3 more. Okay, next is A Little Magic. This is from Stitchrovia, and I purchased the pattern for the lighter fabric, and I started it on a kind of darker fabric, so it looks a little weird, but that's okay. This is my starting point. I need to do 500 stitches on it, and I'm going to, my goal is to do 500 stitches, finishing this witch, and then coming over here and doing the matching witch over there. That's my starting point. This is some kind of opalescent even weave, Ada, opalescent Ada. I don't know what the color is. I don't know who dyed it. I have no clue. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, 500 stitches on that one. Right? Was that 500? Or did I say 1,000? 500. Okay. 2 more. Mr. Grinch. This is from the Cross Stitch Studio. This was a limited edition, limited release. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. My goal is to finish it. I already pulled it out. It's like right here. I am sitting at 9.92% complete. I'm doing this on an 18 count white opalescent Ada. That's where I'm at with it so far. So my goal is to finish it. This is a total stitch count of 9,071 stitches. I have done 900 so far. So my goal is to finish this. So that's going to end up coming out a few more times throughout the year. So there's that one. One more. Okay. Cupid's Cafe. This is from, where is it at? It's right around here. Here it is. This is from Sugar Stitches. This is actually not even the pattern that I really wanted from them. I saw the Virginia Stitcher stitching It's a Marshmallow World, and I freaking loved it. And then I saw this at my LNS, so I just picked it up because it was really cute. Cupid's Cafe, and my goal is to finish this one, I believe. Where are you? How close am I to the camera? Kind of close. You see my nose hairs? Cupid's Cafe, yeah, finish it. I've done 900 stitches on it so far. The teapot itself is actually what I was working on, and the only thing for the teapot that's left is the lid and then the little steam coming out of it. Other than that, the teapots, I'm doing this on a pink fabric, a 28 count pink, whatever. So I got to finish the lid of the teapot, and then technically that teapot will be done, but my goal is to finish the whole thing. So I'm thinking I will start off with the lid of the teapot, and then it's kind of hard to see. I see it pretty good here, but it's kind of hard to see. I did this little white heart over here, and I'll probably do the lid of the teapot, come over here and get working on the cup next to it over here. That's probably going to be where I go next. Get this done and then come over here and do that. Or I may even go back and forth and work on the white in this sign here. Yeah, I may work on the white in the sign because that's going to be a lot of white that I'm going to have to deal with. because I hate stitching white. So yeah, I think is that all of it? Or is that, I have no idea now. But yeah, my goal is to finish that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, I dropped one. 12, 13, 14. Nope, that's the last one. Okay. So those there. Let me put this back down because this is like annoying to me. So those 15 there, plus my 7-year-long projects, which would be catching rays, my magic potion stitch along. I'm going to show you the year-long ones that I haven't done yet. Ooh, look at the light coming in on me. The sun's it's reflecting off of the cars in the parking lot. The magic potion stitch along. I'm going to show you the ones that I did not work on that are my year-long projects. That's why I'm pulling them out like this. California Dreaming. Best Friends Quotes. My goal for this is to get a total of 12,000 stitches. This is all quotes, little things, blips from the TV show Friends from the 90s and 2000s. And every time I stitch on this, I start watching the show on HBO Max. And I just like, it was funny because like some of this I was like, when I was stitching on it, that episode was on and I was just dying. But that's my starting point. So I'm gonna finish off this section here before I move on. But that's my starting point with that. My margins are gonna be so freaking close to the edge, it's scary. So I'm kind of saving those for last. Because I was like, well, at least I can try to protect the edges, and then I'll just stitch the last little bit like maybe in hand, because it's not gonna, I have like 1 inch at the top and the bottom. Let me see. This one here, oh, so my goal is to do 12,000 stitches on that Friends piece. And to meet that goal, I need 9,000 more stitches on it. Then the next one is a whole lot of latte. This is a really old dimensions kit. And to finish this goal, I had alternated. So I'm just gonna switch, just say to finish my 18,000 stitches total for the year was for this one. I need 15,100. And this is my starting point for this one. I'm hoping that this will end up being finished and I can just be freaking done with this piece, but that's my starting point for that one. And next is, let's see. Oh, Day to Night Iceland. So my goal for this was to get it, increase it by 1% every month. So basically I want to get this thing to 12%. Technically 12.16% because I started at 0.16% done. But this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm doing upper left-hand corner block by block with parking. So up here. And I need Day to Night Iceland. So I calculated out that the 12%, I believe I need 26,473 more stitches. I almost held this up the wrong way. There we go. Hang on. There, now you can see it better. So that's where I'm at with that so far. And my percentage on it thus far is 1.9. I need to get this thing back out and work on it. Because I technically should be at 3% if I increased it by 1% every month. And then the last one is Coffee Break. This is a Dimensions kit. Artwork is by Krista Hamrick. My goal for this is 18,000 stitches on it for the year. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And what I'm doing is I'm doing it, doing the entire block before I move on to the next one. So I have the center block complete. I have the center block complete. Don't mind the threads. And then I moved over to the cappuccino. So I have Americano done. I moved over to cappuccino and coffee break. Where are you at? I need 15,500 stitches to finish this year's goal. So yeah, there's that. Those are my pieces. So those are the 22 whips that I have to pick from to finish, for the next 2 weeks. So again, just to kind of talk about like next year's plans, because I'm really excited about it. I've been giving it thought as to how I wanted to do it. Instead of doing a goal for each piece, I'm going to have everything divided up into categories. My mom said that, made a comment on my last video that she would make some baskets for me because I really, really love this little basket system here. Absolutely adore it. And a lot of other people do too. So I'm going to have one for my full coverage pieces, and I'm going to have one for, I think what I want to do, I'm going to divide it up into categories. And I think what I want to do is I want to do one for full coverage, like the big ones, one for kits, one for Christmas / seasonal. So like all of my Christmas themed pieces and my spring, summer, autumn, winter, those will all go into one basket. And then I think I will just do one for the rest of it. So 4 different categories. And I'll probably pull out I'll pull out 5 from each one. So that'll give me 20 different pieces to work on, right? And if I have I will have new starts next year. So if it's going to be a new start, then I don't know, say I'm going to start like, Billy Bob Summer, whatever. I'll have that instead of saying, oh, I'm going to start a new piece. I'll have the new start in the basket. So I'll be like, what am I going to work on next? Oh, Billy Bob Summer. That'll be a new start for me. And if it's a full coverage, I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on it. If it's a non-full coverage, all the other categories will be 500 stitches. And because that'll be 5,000 total for the full coverage, and then whatever 5 times 15 is, 7,500. Yeah, so I won't get all of them done, but that's the fun of it. You have all these things to pick from. What is Jen gonna work on? That's the fun of it. I think that's what I like about this, is by knowingly picking more than what I'm capable of working on, kind of gives you, anticipation of, ooh, what's she gonna do? But once I pick up the piece, I will make sure that goal is done. Like I'm not gonna do like half, because I wanna do 1,000 stitches on the full coverages, 500 on the non-full coverages, and they will go back in the basket regardless of getting the goals done. They're gonna go back in the basket until I pick it out 10 times. So I'm gonna have to have like this whole tracking system so I know which ones I've done, because there's some of these pieces that I really wanna work on, but I'm sad that I can't work on it because I've already finished the goal. Like Fairy Tale Cottage, I wanted to get 2,000 stitches on it and I did it in February, I think it was. So now I'm not gonna see it till next year, and that's no fun. That makes me sad. So yeah, 1,000 stitches on the full coverages. Pulling them 10 times would give me 10,000 stitches. So I seriously, so if I pull them enough to pull them 10 times, and I actually work on it 10 times, that's a lot of stitches for that, because I film every 2 weeks and there's 52 weeks in the year. So I really only have 21 videos. Yeah, so yeah. But this way, this will give me a chance to work on other pieces. I won't be like stuck with doing like a percentage or like not getting to work on something, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm gonna do for next year. And I'll have my new starts thrown in the mix as well. So there might be some pieces. Maybe I'll say once I work on it 5 times, it'll get pulled out and not worked on again until something else gets, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to, the whole point of me doing this is that I actually get to touch all of my whips again. And I don't want to go through and end up not seeing another piece for many years because or for at least another year, because it's just not something I'm picking out. Because I keep picking out these other, like, 3 or 4 somehow, that I just keep picking those, and they're just getting all these thousands of stitches and my other pieces aren't. So I think I'll do, if I pull it 5 times, it'll go into, a separate bin until I get through the rest of my stuff. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so anyway, 22 whips to pick from, going into a new quarter. Let's see how many of these I can get done. So there's 119 goals left to complete, and I have 9 months to do it in. So that essentially means that I'm trying to do long division, looking at my numbers, long division in my head. So I have 9 months to get 119 goals complete. That's counting my my year-long ones. So that is 12.5 goals per month that I have to do. 12.5 goals per month that will need to get done in order for me to do what I said I was going to do, for me to hit every single goal. And yeah, I have not even come close to that yet. I did 8 the first month, 7 the second month, and 5 in the third month. Okay, so anyway, that's all I have to say. I've been yammering on for an hour and a half. If you are still here, thank you so much for still watching me. I am looking forward to, this is actually what I'm doing. It's just got me really excited for the rest of this year and excited for next year too. I can't tell you how many times I've been tempted to just say screw what I'm doing and just go into what I'm going to do next year. But no, I'm going to stick with what I'm doing. I want to see if I can do this. So yeah, if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what I had to share with you today. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, then what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below, because I'm entertaining. I'm entertaining. Even if you don't like everything I have to say, I am definitely providing some entertainment for you. But yeah. Hit the subscribe button down below and the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. I am trying to be really good and posting every 2 weeks. I've been really good about it for the past, year? Since I came back from my little hiatus. Yeah. Because I started back up with this March of last year. Started off with a whip parade. Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And take care. Happy stitching. Get a lot of stitches in. Get them goals done. And I will see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.